Hi, this video is the Mahasadashivoham continuing education we did today morning with my beloved teacher, Sri Nithyananda Swami. He is so compassionate. He allows, like how um, you have like sometimes you feel like you want to connect with him and ask questions and stuff. So he opened up today the ability to intimately connect with him and to answer the questions people had. And what he said to start off with was that all the thing he shares is directly from cosmic law, and this because it's going to be used for um, making decisions in life. So he is going to give it as is, so we can be more guided when we make the decision. And one of the things he promised us, and that's the reason I did even go to see him, is once you see him, like how we doubt ourselves, he says he would put us in a space you will never need to doubt when we make decisions. And that's the space I really love when I work with my teacher. And he breaks it down so that you can be a little bit more flexible. One thing um, what I wanted to ask was whether Jesus was resurrected and he was the originator of Mahayana Buddhism, and I have not had the answer yet. And as soon as it comes in, I'll let you guys know. He also confirmed that he does go into our dream state and gives us some answers, and he's been guiding me. I am doing now level 2 Nirahara Samyaman, and I'm sure he's like overlooking some of the stuff that I am I'm not I should say, like, even if I make mistakes, that's a way to say it. Even if I make mistakes, since my intention is to do the right thing, he is being very kind to allow me to be in that space of liquid diet. So Nirahara Samyama is the level 1 is 2-day liquid diet followed by 1-day break. The idea is not to use teeth to crunch the materials, to use as much soft diet as possible. And I'm on level 2 now, which is 7-day of liquid diet. I'm on the 5th day, 2 more days to go, and I can break the fast. And the third level is 11-day straight liquid diet. I think I'm hoping Swamiji will guide me to finish this. That's going to be the challenge I'm thinking, but maybe I shouldn't think. And then, so the way we started the session is today is April 8, 2018. And my question to Swamiji, like I said, is origin of Mahayana Buddhism by Jesus after resurrection. I wanted to ask because they all asked us just to post our question. So the introduction was done by Ma Swarupa Priyananda Tattva and Mahayoga Nanda. They said dictionaries for definition, which dictates, versus solutionaries to liberate the understanding. They call it cognition. So giving solutions versus defining what the word is. So defending a cause, it causes powerlessness, versus solutionary gives powerful understanding, which is cognition. And Swamiji is a solutionary in all 25 states of cognitions. He is both enlightened in each state and awakened in each state. When we mold our energy field in each energy center, which is called Kundalini, that becomes literally like molten lava like space, which is the Shivam space, which breaks down the Grandhi, the knots in our belief system that stops us from being energetic in each center. There are 7 vibrational energy centers with 7 bodies inside. So we have 49 energy sources we need to melt inside to create that flow of Kundalini. My sharing, like each one shared, and one thing I did want to share was Kanjivaram Idli as his um, sthala, Anna, the Annalaya, Nithyananda Nannalaya will follow was announced by Swamiji on January 12th. And only afterwards it hit me when Jayendra Saraswati Swami transitioned, how Swamiji said he started this uh, role into sannyasi when he was 19 years old. Oh my God, he was literally a baby. My first son is now 19. And so he had the enormous task of doing the right thing. And he was arrested. He was given bad reputation by media. And I had the gall to go visit him, and I stared at him, and he stared right back at me. And I apologized, Jayendra Saraswati Swami. I didn't know any better, and I hope you forgive me. And when Swamiji went and stood by his, what is it called? Some day he was attaining Samadhi, when they were chanting Rama mantra and stuff, I was so thrilled. Swamiji shared that event with us. And so then Swamiji started. He came in. He was very simple. He looked so nice. So invocation with Mahasadashivoham was Om Nithyanandeshwara Mahasadashivasabarambam Nithyanandeshwari Adi Shakti Madhyamam Asmatacharya Guru Nithyananda Parayantam Vande Guru Parambaram. I'm adding my teacher's name in here so that I'd be in that oneness space with them. Oneness is beyond physical intimacy, he said. Pure, beautiful, loving relationship without marriage components. When there is a matter, which is the marriage component, creates pattern. Pattern means distortions and expectations, disappointments, which destroys the flow of being, which is taken away in oneness. It is pure breeze. He will open the secret door to every Mahasadashivoham graduates, he said. And he started question and answer, which is cosmic legal advice. Swamiji answers so we can make decisions in life. Truth cosmically, truth alone. Every word is cosmic legal opinion. Plan future thought based on these words. Liberate and manifest powers. He says cosmic law, 25 states of consciousness. Mind is irrelevant, whereas body is relevant. Powerfulness methodology supported or hindered by body. Secret, power manifest even if we are depressed, versus biology makes a difference. That is, when our body is not healthy, we would not be able to have powerful understanding, whereas when the body is in the perfect harmony, we would be able to perform miracles. That's why Nirahara Samyama I'm doing, because liquid diet does allow us to break the pattern that needs energy to sustain the body, whereas consciousness to sustain the body. Chemistry process needs support of mind. Then Swamiji infiltrates biomemory established in biology. Muscle memory is in mind. Manifest powers, physical groove. When you manifest powers, there's physical groove that develops in brain. Every power manifested 21 times, we develop powerful understanding of the same. If we manifest 21 times, mind becomes relating to this as a groove in brain, so it becomes instilled inside us, which is called yantra, the tool we will have. Mind support needed only during chemistry, which is 21 times. The Trinetra Tilak is given after 21 times when we manifest this ability to transmit these powers. And Haritaki powder, and not being in a constipated state, will allow mind not to get into cheap thinking. So it's not going to stitch the thoughts and create useless a mind space that fills it with silly conversation. So he said, no disrespect intended here. He says, whenever we talk without an understanding, he says these are all silly conversations. Mahadeva works on biology, body, consciousness, which is chit, which is jata, anchors these spaces. Mind legitimizes stupidity. This is called law. So book legitimized. So following media, following opinions, and making assumptions, all this will allow us to doubt ourselves. So media convinces everyone. The only reason Swamiji is still strong is they couldn't convince him he is a bad person. Swamiji is bad uh, only person that they could not convince the media was that Swamiji himself, so he was staying strong. So if you see stupidity, be ferocious with this. From young age, teach kids to be ferocious with stupidity, which means like if they come and cry, if they have hurt, try to be giving them powerful thinking. I have seen people uh, belittling their pain, and that doesn't mean you are being ferocious. You need to be compassionate and then ferocious. So, for example, like when my child, was crying, somebody says, "Oh, get up! Don't be a baby." And I at that point felt they can say it in another way, right? But so use common sense. Being ferocious does not mean you can be arrogant. And that's what they call it, violent. Don't be violent in your behavior or in your action or in your words. Don't use poison to speak. Be very compassionate. If you cannot tell that to yourself, don't tell it to others. And then psychology legitimizes problem first. So he says, don't label your problem and make you believe you have it and then take a pill, because that's not the. And he says everything: anxiety, worry, uh, bipolar, borderline, everything is stupid, he calls it. Ayurveda says don't remember monkey but drink medicine. But he says the minute we are given the concept, monkey is the only thing that comes to the mind, so we never take medicine. And when you go back to the same person who gave this idea, if you ask them for a solution, they will say take bath if you remember monkey before medicine, which creates another problem. So eventually we become the monkey. So confusion is not a fact. Prayachitta is not chitambara. False legitimacy we are giving to non-existing problem. So overacting to problem, kids will deal with this better. If kids fall and don't, you cry first, because that will make them cry. Fact to confusion and legitimize. So don't create confusion to be a fact and to legitimize. Naval Center has 911 built in it. Mani Padmeham. So nectar to repair comes from the Manipura chakra, and the repair was going on. When Swamiji climbed his body onto a horse, the horse weight became 3 times normal. The horse was confused after that. How come one being only he saw climbing, and the weight was very heavy, and the horse became frightened. That's why he fell down. And fracture does not give pain, but why me? Why me? And victim feeling gives the pain. Idea of pain is due to why me. Be ferocious with the body. Aparigraha. So be able to get up, do everything, be flexible in body. Be ferocious with body. Train body with ferociousness so you do anything you want. But don't command another person to come and do your work. I've seen some people do that. Instead, do it on your own. You don't have the you don't need to be ferocious with another person's body to get your task done. So be the best body to own. Currency is the biggest scam. Concept of currency is the biggest scam. So no to this asteya. Ferocious response makes this mature. Mind be ferocious will manifest more powers. Body be ferocious will bring more energy. Durga. Word be ferocious will be Saraswati. Anger, make it powerless. Ferocious, powerful cognition would make you a ruler, king. Don't be stuck on a thought pattern which will legitimize confusion. And he said it in a very nice way. He said marriage is with love in that oneness space. We legalize only for separation. A married couple, when they went to court and got married, is only for separation. And Hindu marriage is the only marriage that allows you to be married without legitimacy, because legalization is not needed in Hindu marriage. It is Gandharva. The Vivaham is Gandharva. You bind yourself and stay married with a single woman, even after their death, even in their spirit space. So remember that. But this is, I am saying it from a space where only if you need marriage. If by chance you want to raise your kids, if you want to be with another person and live together and cohabit, you can do that, but you don't need marriage. You just need legal documentation. That's all. Okay. So honor the space you're holding for each other. That's all I wanted to say. I'm not saying don't get divorced, because divorce, again, is the concept you built in the first place. You had a way out. So you needn't have got married in the first place. You could have tried it out first. And then dirty secret. Mind no legitimate existence will wait to break down. Like all media, all front page failures and all last page, which is sports success. Dirty secret, too intimate, is intuition of my mind always grow from fear, so make them powerless. So meaning, don't use intuition to manifest something, because that is coming from a powerless state. Instead, manifest powerful state. Again and again, realign what your goal was in the first place. Don't use intuition. Don't prove fear to be right, waiting for fear to become reality, because that will manifest in life. Muscle memory is father, bio memory is mother. So this was one of the question another participant asked, and Swamiji answered, bio memory is Sudarshana chakra. Spindle is given by the mom, which is just the spindle, whereas the chakra we bring ourselves. Muscle memory is the past given by the father. Software given by mom. So the Maya memory, until it become independent, mom will grow this space, so we wouldn't be afraid. But once you align ourselves to the ideology again and again, we'll grow this space. I'm going to pause it here because I need to go check